I did want to say a few words. Uh, First off, I want to say thank you. When I look out onto this group of people, and I know there are others in our community that could not make it here today, but I want to say thank you for making it here. However, I wish you didn't have to be here. I wish you didn't have to come and hold signs like this. I wish that you didn't have to watch on your phones and on your televisions what happened to people like George Floyd. That should never have happened. And when I think about that, it scares me. I am sure George Floyd did not get up and decide that he was going to die that day. I'm positive of that. I like to think I'm positive also that that police officer didn't think he was going to kill someone that day. And those ones that stood around and watched George Floyd die and didn't do anything, I'm sure that was not their plan. However, that is what happened. And because that happened over and over and over and over and over again, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm so happy to see you here, even though I don't want you here. I don't want you holding these signs. Because it should be Black lives should matter. All lives should matter. When I hear someone say, well, what about all lives? I'm like, okay, I'm with you. So why is when I say Black Lives Matter, that goes against you? Why? Why does that hurt you so much? Well, because it should be all lives. Okay, I'm with you. Aren't Black lives a part of all lives? Well, because you're saying Black, it means I'm out of it. Like, no. And I breathe. And I breathe, because that's what I'm supposed to do. I am the one that's supposed to breathe. I am the one that's supposed to stand back, and when someone says, no, don't do it that way, you should do it this way, I'm supposed to say, okay, don't protest that way, do it this way. I'm supposed to say, okay. But years and years of saying, okay, I'll do it your way, eventually it'll happen for you. It has not happened. And it's not happened. So when we protest again, and I'm hopeful, and unfortunately George Floyd had to do this, but I'm hopeful that you and myself and others in this country will keep the conversation going. Don't stop because summer's over. Don't stop because it's fall and the leaves are beautiful. Don't stop because there's too much snow outside. Because that's what happens every time. Why does it take someone like George Floyd to die before we are out here and have this conversation? I am a camp director. I've been working in camp for over 20 years. Most of those 20 years have been right here in the Monadnock region. Most, not all, but most. Before each meal, we would have, instead of a prayer, we would do a quote. The quote that I chose, and I've used ever since, and I try to live my life by, and I'm not very good with quotes. You know, there's some great quotes out there, but the only one that I really live my life by is from Bob Marley. Because it speaks to me. And that quote is, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. So I know in order to free my mind, I have to do it. So I hope that you will decide to free your mind of this oppression, of this guilt. Go out there and talk to someone that doesn't look like you. Go out there and talk to someone that looks like you. Talk to someone that doesn't agree with you. Don't try to change their mind because you can't. But at least have the conversation. Not an argument, but a conversation. They may not want to talk to you. And that's okay. But the idea of you opening up and saying, I'm here, I want to listen. Listen. Because this is hard. I can't tell you how tired I am, but I will keep going. And it's not just for me. It's for my family. It's for my friends, the people that love me, the people that make me feel comfortable here in the Monadnock region. That's why I'm going to keep going. I challenge all of you to find someone to talk with. Talk about what you feel guilty about. Get it out there. Because it doesn't do anyone any good to keep it held inside. It's not helping me. Holding a sign doesn't help me unless you're out there saying something. If you need someone to talk to, let me know. Because I will put myself out there, because I am no longer going to be silent. I am no longer going to kneel. I'm no longer going to lay down. There's this one thing that black families, at least where I'm from, gave the talk, right? You've all heard about the talk? That talk was about laying down. That talk was about kneeling to the police, because we want you to come home safe. Well, apparently we won't come home safe either way. We kneel, you die. You don't kneel, you die. I don't want that to happen. I will be respectful, but I will live up to my rights. Rights that people that look like me fought for long ago. I have to live up to those rights. So I will say this and finish up. Say this and finish up. I really want, overall, for how we feel, how you may or may not feel about the police in this area. I do believe deep in my heart, that if I have an emergency, they will come and help. I do believe that. Deep in my heart, because I've seen it. What I don't know about are those times when it's not an emergency. I don't know who's coming to the door. I don't know who's pulling me over until they do so. I don't know what mood they're in. I don't know if they think that I'm another black guy that just did something 2 towns away. I have no idea. So that scares me. I don't know how you feel about it, but that scares me. Until they come up, they say, hello, how you doing? Smile on their face. Again, we have the talk, hands on the wheel. Don't move too quickly, because you could die. I don't want to have that talk anymore. I think if the police want me to respect them, want me to not fear them, help me not have that talk with my daughter. Help me not have to fear for the lives of the people that look like me. Change how you're doing things. Change it. I mean, why is this so hard? Why do I need to be afraid of you? In that call last week, someone said, do we want cops to be heroes, or do they want to be feared? My God, cops be heroes. That's what I want you to be. I don't want to fear you. You matter. Blue lives, you matter. Fine, you matter. White lives, you matter. Black lives, you all matter. You all matter. Thank you.